We live in a constantly connected world. It's a world of social media streams, emails coming in nonstop, and the larger World Wide Web. I think sometimes we miss the fact of exactly how much things have changed. It is rarely the case that many of us in this room today are truly ever off-grid. We are always reachable, and the information can always find us. Now, there are positives to this. Many of us, before coming here today, checked Google Maps to see exactly what was going on with traffic and how exactly bad it was going to be. Several of us can check things like the weather reports, the local art exhibits coming to town, wonderful information. Then there are others of us who feel more harassed or almost hunted by this information, who feel a sense of stress, even on the things you enjoy keeping up with. Oh my goodness, I actually have to watch out about Walking Dead spoilers. I have to watch out about all these other things going on. I have to keep up on this because all my friends and family are. Even the fun stuff becomes something that it's like stress constantly in your life. Nor has familiarity created any sort of balance. We've had email now for going on 20 years. Yet in a recent University of Glasgow study, they found that roughly half of the study's participants were checking email once per hour. Many of the study's participants were checking email 30 to 40 times per hour. Earlier this year in China, a man collapsed in his apartment. He had participated in a binge technology session, 14 days straight. When the paramedics came to his apartment, he reached up and grabbed one of their arms, and all he said was, "Please help me turn the computer back on." It feels like that sometimes, though hopefully not as extreme in anyone's case in this room. But I wonder if you might identify more with a recent story that happened to me, actually a couple years ago now. I was going on vacation to Hawaii, specifically the west coast of Maui. My kids were excited. We were in SeaTac Airport, and they were practicing their swimming strokes. My wife was excited. It would be the first nice trip that we had taken in a number of years. But I was not excited because my work was coming with me. My laptop. I'm an online marketer. It never really stops. Holidays can be the worst with that too. I was bringing my laptop, and we in fact had selected the resort we were staying at because it had excellent Wi-Fi. I needed to stay connected. There would be all sorts of social media messages coming in, messages via websites that I was in charge of. It would not stop. I had to keep fielding that communication. I could not stop. I could not take a break. So in the evening hours in particular, while my wife and kids were down at the pool or down at the beach or at a luau, I was working. I was putting out those fires. I could not stop. Now, my wife missed me in several parts of our trip, and my children, as children do, were very, very visible in how disappointed they were in Daddy and why exactly he was not down there with the other daddies at the pool. But when I came back, I realized I wanted to change things. So I'd like to share with you today 2 evenings. The first evening takes place, or was much more typical, before my Hawaii trip. The second one has become a lot more common since then. Tommy, Angelique, Victoria, it's time for bedtime. I'm just wrapping up a couple things here. Brush those teeth. I want them white and sparkling. All right, I'm being there just to read in just a second. Matt Cail. Oh, good, excellent. So the network's up and running. Okay, everything's functioning? Oh, okay, you still have that one other thing to kind of straighten out? You need me to untie this evening? Well, let me look here. It can't be that hard. Yeah, I can get that done this evening. No, that would be fine, definitely. Whoop. Hey, could you hang on for a second, please? 1 second. Matt Cail. Yeah, hey, I'm glad you got the mock-ups. No, I like the blue ones too. Oh, no, you like green? Oh, all right, that's fine. Yep, you're all set for the board meeting in the morning. Oh, you'd like 5 more versions? Tonight? Well, we could do that, but in the past we've had to meet in person to go over those things. You'd like to meet in person. Tonight. Yeah, I know where that is. All right. I'll see you there in a little bit. Children, I'm afraid Daddy has a fire that I have to put out. I'm sorry. I won't be able to read to you this evening. I'll make it up to you tomorrow. A second evening. Tommy, Angelique, Victoria, get ready for bed. Brush those teeth. I'll be in there to read in a second. Matt, Cail. Oh, excellent. I'm glad the network's functioning well. Oh, that node's still giving you trouble, is it? Well, you know what? Actually, I have a staff member that I can delegate that right over to you. I'm actually about to go and do a bedtime routine with my kids tonight. Yeah, but I'm going to follow up with you in the morning just to make sure everything went to Pat, okay? Excellent. I'm going to forward you right now. And delegate all other voice calls to voicemail, i.e. leave me alone. Okay, all right, are you guys all ready for story time? Tonight we're reading Lord of the Rings here. Wait, what was that, Angelique? Oh, I'm very, very glad that you still think that Gollum is redeemable. Yes, I know you want to marry him. I'm sorry, what was that, Tommy? Well, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what happened to Gandalf. He fell a long way. They are in the Mines of Moria still. Okay, now let me start reading. All right, now let's listen now. It comes down to choice. What sort of evening do we want in our lives? Now, I know most of you are going, oh my goodness, man, evening number 2. But are we actually living our lives in that way? Technology is continuing to evolve. It's becoming more pervasive. You think 2015, 2016 represent a challenge. Well, where do you think we're going to be 5 years from now? This challenge is not going away. Now, to face this challenge, I am taking an information diet. And I'd like to invite all of you in the room today to join with me. Let's diet together. This starts by setting some technology boundaries in our lives. On that morning bus ride, perhaps you're putting the smartphone away. You're not surfing the internet. Maybe you're enjoying the lovely gray fall scenery, which actually can be quite lovely. After dinner, maybe you're saying, no more computer tonight. I'm going to hang out with my spouse, my friends, my family. Or that friend, we all have them, who you're constantly commenting on their Facebook posts or their Twitter stream, and you're liking it and you're sharing it and everything, but you realize you haven't actually seen that person in years. Instead, you're reaching out and you're making lunch plans with that person. You're reestablishing connections and relationships with your family and your friends. Now, this starts small, and that's perfectly fine. But over time, this is going to grow as you reestablish and reconnect with these relationships that all of you have in your lives, in our lives. Ultimately, it comes down to how we are going to manage our technology in an information workflow that works for us and that achieves balance. Balance in our lives, balance for our health, and balance for our happiness. Thank you.